Yo, it's hot. I think it's like 96 degrees right now. I'm wearing black jeans. Just kind of got used to it. I ran yesterday. Anyways, I talked to a couple girls over the last couple days, and you know, it's a lot. There's some days where I'm like feeling myself, and then there's other days where I'm not. And I was out of town yesterday, and it's just kind of crazy. You know, I'm watching a lot of the red pill content, black pill content. You know, as a lot of us men are. You know, take things with a grain of salt. But you know, I'm seeing that women want men to approach them. And then I have approached some, and then, you know, I've asked for their number, and some of them would say, oh, I have a boyfriend. It's like, you know, if you're not married, then, you know, whatever. Right. Now, if someone's married or engaged, then, you know, that's a different story. So, you know, some of them are like, oh, you know, I'll give you my number, or, you know, I'll give you my Instagram. And then, you know, today I had this girl at a coffee shop. She said, everyone thinks I'm like 20 something. And she's like, I asked her for a number, and she's like, oh, you know, I'm not, some sort of fucking excuse about that being more personal. And then she's like, but, you know, I'll give you my Instagram. And it's like, you know, and honestly, my Instagram's more of like business. And then I was like, you know, well, what about Snapchat? And she's like, oh, you know, and she went on to educate me about, like, you know, Snapchat being more of a freaky thing. And, you know, and then you know, she kind of ran me through the whole levels of stuff. It was the first time I've ever heard of it, you know. You start at Instagram, and then if it's going to be just freaky, it's Snapchat, and then you work up your way to a phone number. And I'm just like, I feel like women and men, you know, but for the sake of the argument, let's just talk about women, are just living in these world of like algorithm that's shaping all of their reality. And so are we, you know. But it's just crazy. You know, they want us to approach them. They don't want us to approach them. And if we do, we have to ask for this or ask for that. And then, oh God, don't give them any red flags. And if you're lying to them, you know, she accused me of lying about my age and something else. And I'm like, I wasn't lying. I just wasn't telling her the truth. I was flirting, you know, trying to like keep the conversation going. Whatever. It's just fucking confusing as fuck. You know, I'm not looking for a relationship or anything like that. I'm just trying to get back out there and work on my confidence after being, you know, being married for fucking 13 years. And just trying to strike up conversations, you know, because we enjoy that energy, the feminine energy. And I'm learning to kind of just shut up, don't go too deep, just listen, make it a vibe, slow down. But if you haven't approached a girl, do it. You know, I mean, fuck it. You know, if she doesn't think you're cute, obviously she's going to think you're a creep. Only if you're cute to her, then, you know, that's the only way it's going to work. But, you know, half the time I consider myself a pretty handsome guy, but there's some women that I'm really into that, I mean, the vibe that they're giving off just don't care. They wouldn't give me the time of day. And then there's women that I'm not attracted to that, you know, seem like they're really into me, but I'm just not feeling it. And I listened to this YouTuber saying that we basically were hosed on the apps, but we basically have to create our own we have to create our own communities. We have to create our own communities about, shit that we're doing, and become like the leader in that area, and try and find a partner, or the notoriety that we would have through being a leader in, say a run club or a fucking chess club or whatever. I'm not a dating expert. I don't claim to be. I got married really young, so I didn't do a whole lot of dating. And but yeah, it's just kind of my experience right now. And part of me is also trying to, realize, man, I just need to focus on me right now. I got a lot of shit going on. A little fun here and there. Talking is all right, but I need to get out of the hole that I'm in. No one's going to do it. No one's going to help me with it. So, just got to put my head down and fucking go to town, go to work. Anyways, I hope you're having luck out there. Don't be discouraged. Take care of yourself. Peace.